Hey guys, today's post is to stay or to move on. Now, I'm not talking about my married folks. Please don't put your marriage on my shoulders. I did not tell you to leave your husband. I didn't tell you to leave your wife. Okay, I'm talking about dating people. Now, we established last month that you cannot effectively love someone until you learn to love you. That we're all going through a process of learning to love and be loved. We see an unrealistic view of what love is through social media memes, TV shows, and it differs greatly from what we experience and we see all around us. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't really see good examples of love around me. And with the divorce rates being over 50% of America, no one really takes the topic so seriously because when push comes to shove, let's be honest, we're all extremely selfish. We want people to cater to our own needs, to love us the way we want to be loved, to bend to our will, and we aren't really patient at all. Now, I know I had to learn the hard way. Since we've been small, we've learned if someone hits you, you better hit them back. Or you scratch my back, I scratch yours. If you behave, you get a reward. If you misbehave, you get a punishment. The problem is when we let this seep into our relationships, we've learned to love very conditionally. Through my crazy divorce, I've learned that true love is learning to look past a person's flaws, their mistakes, to learn that they're going through their own process of growing and perhaps healing, and it's learning to love them when they have absolutely nothing to offer you in return. True love is allowing the other person to make their own choices, even if they don't choose you or become the person that you want them to be. We have a common misconception of jumping quickly into relationships, giving a person your heart, your mind, your body, and then getting to know that this person doesn't really share similar goals or the same aspirations as you. And you end up wasting so much time, emotions, and energy on something that wasn't meant to be in the first place. All of this heartbreak and pain could have been prevented if you just simply get to know the person's heart, their desires, their future aspirations, but most of all, their character. I'm not saying that it takes a specific time frame, but what I am saying is some people are more upfront about who they are from the very beginning, and some people are really good at hiding who they are because they're afraid. Now, let's be honest, we've all done it. We've tried to bend our personalities, adjust to another person's likes and dislikes just to be with them. Now, at the end of it all, you may not realize who you've become. Now, I'm not saying that being with someone won't change you even a little bit. That's a lie. It's inevitable, actually. But what I'm saying is that when you're meant to be with someone, it doesn't change the core of who you are. Some of us need to understand that it's not our job to change the person we're with. It's either going to work or it's not going to work. We're at that age where it's hard to convince us of a lifestyle or a habit because we've been this way for 20 plus years. In a healthy relationship that will thrive, you have to accept the person and let them be themselves. It's our job to either one, accept the person for who they are in its entirety, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and put up with it, or you choose to walk away and look for someone else. Men and women, please, please, please learn this. Everyone should not have the privilege of getting to know your heart or your body. That's a privilege. And we've learned to just give that to anyone who shows interest. But you are much more valuable than that. Not everyone knows how to care for your heart or your body. And every time you just hand that over to someone without putting much thought into it, when it's all said and done, you end up feeling used and hurt, changing your perception of love and possibly losing hope that there is anyone out there that will love you for you. This doesn't just happen to women. It happens to men because we all have been through it. Anyone can be a good lover, but when passion dies, because it will, our boobs drop, our butts get saggy, men don't look the same at 70 when they did when they were 25, maybe 30. But what you're left is who the person is. And is that something you can deal with for the rest of your life? That's the question you have to ask yourself. You end up losing when you don't guard your heart and your body, and you ruin it for the person that you're actually meant to be with. Instead of getting a healthy you, they get a jagged and torn heart when both of you have to work really hard to mend what a person has already torn and what's been broken for so long. Search a person's true intentions before you give them the privilege of getting to know you in an intimate level, both emotionally and physically. Learn to love yourself enough to know the difference between a person that wants your company and a person that wants your time, a person that wants you. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.